the game, you told me that Coach always challenges you guys to win the scrap. How were you able to do that tonight? What examples can you give us of how that was done?
I mean, I think just really from the start, setting our defense, making sure that we were getting to every 50-50 ball, plugging up the paint, showing bodies. I think we just did a great job of making them play in the half court. I mean, there's sometimes shows that we're a young team when other teams are getting out in transition and scoring there. But if we set ourselves in the half court and we show our length and we scrap, I mean, we're going to be a tough team to score, and I think that sets us up for getting on the other end and playing extremely well. We spoke this morning about letting our defense dictate how we get out on the offensive end. I felt like we did that tonight.
Just as far as how this team was able to sustain multiple runs at home, away, what does that say about this group and how you guys have been able to have each other's back so early in the season?
Yeah, no, I think one thing I said to the group after that third quarter that they tried to muck up the game. Officials were getting into it. Both teams, were going hard. There was I forget, it was a scrap of Ricky and Campazzo in the third or fourth quarter. No, that was funny. That would have been one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life. But no, but so we came out of that quarter and we won. I believe the quarter by 1 point. So we were even after all that in a really good place, and we felt like if we just came out and had that same effort, that same scrap, that word keeps coming up, that we would put ourselves in a really good spot. We felt like we did that, and the fourth quarter was 24-17, and we held a very good offensive team to 87 points.
Thoughts on Jarrett Allen's football?
Awesome.
Not just offensively, but defensively.
He was unbelievable tonight. I mean, I kept looking, and I was like, what did he play, 36, 37 minutes? I could have sworn he played the entire game. I looked at him at one point and I said, listen, here we go. Like, I sweat a lot and it evaporates here faster. I'm like, look at you. And he always talked to me like, man, motherfucker, you sweat so much. Like, I'm like, you better look at yourself in the mirror after this game. His effort was unbelievable. And you look, and then he's, 10 for 11 from the floor, 16 rebounds. He was our MVP tonight. He was awesome. He was really awesome. He's been great so far this season.
Cleveland on
So,
off of that with Jarrett, you've now been with him for about a year now at this point in time. Can you summarize the kind of value that he's brought to this organization?
He just has that that quiet confidence about him. You know what you're going to get from Jarrett. He always brings it every single game. I can remember, when he first got here, the thing I loved about him so much was it didn't matter if we lost 3, 4, 5 in a row. He was really, pissed after every game. He wanted to make sure that we gave ourselves a chance to win. So I think, having him locked in here now for 5 years and being our franchise center, I think it's huge for us. You know what you're going to get from him. He shoots a very, very high percentage. He protects the rim, cleans up rebounds. He had 5 offensive rebounds tonight on that side of the ball. And I think he just allows for guys like Colin and Darius and Ricky to feel free when they get into the paint and they penetrate. So they know they always have him that can drop it off to him, or they can go up there and even go to make the shot. But if they miss it, they have him to clean it up.
What did you make of Lowry's poster over Jokic?
Unbelievable. Yeah, I watched it back a few times after the game, and he's so great at that keep. Like, he has a great feel for, okay, these guys aren't coming to me. He's 7 feet tall, and once he gets to that launching pad, he's either going to get fouled or he's going to flush it. And that's a career highlight for him. It's beautiful.
I was going to say, did you know he had that in him?
If you watch him in practice, warm-ups, he gets some dunks in games. We've seen it in preseason. I think he's had a couple nice dunks, in that regard. But he was talking this morning. He said, I don't think he doesn't have any dunks besides that to start, right? That was his first one. And he was talking about that this morning. So I think that's a pretty good start for him.
Customers of the Athletic, Kevin, last season we talked a lot about closing games in the fourth quarters and everything. So tonight and going back to Atlanta as well, you guys being able to do so. What have you seen as the biggest difference in this progress you guys have made, and where that has stemmed from so far?
Yeah, again, obviously not everybody's going to have a great shooting night. night in and night out or put it together every single game. But I think we just have been able to fall back really on our defense. I mean, we held them to 40 or close to 41% overall, and then from the 3-point line, 4%. More often than not, if we're just very solid on the offensive end and we move the ball, give ourselves a chance to score the ball and get a good shot, we're happy with that. We have to set ourselves and play defense, and I think that's put us over the top in most games and was really working for us tonight and against Atlanta.
Does this in any way help set the tone for this next, this road stretch coming up?
Yeah, obviously, we're going up against some very, very good teams here, teams that have championship aspirations. So I think just, starting off right. I know it's early, but getting a second win, getting to 2-2, it definitely does feel good. But it's I know JB's talked about it, probably talked about tonight. How are we going to grow from it? How are we going to take this and again take the next step? Because we had Jokic tonight, and these next few games we have some superstars we're going against. So we're going to see how we compete against some of the best.
Kev, does it feel though that you guys are growing up?
I think so. I mean, I really do. We came into this season, and it just feels like, I spoke about it last year too. Everybody just wants the next guy to have success, and I think you can see it on the bench. Either when things go bad or when they're going good, that, we're up and we're talking and we're making sure that, we have each and every person has the support. So, and picking each other up. So I think that feel here is infectious, and guys want to, definitely take that next step and want to grow up. I think one of the things in the fourth quarter, as we talked about, we wanted to close the game. We wanted to understand that if we were very solid on both sides of the ball, that we were going to get that done.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kevin. Jim Conlon here from RCB Radio Sport Ireland. Kevin, the way Evan Mobley has attacked this league as a rookie so far, eight rebounds there tonight, 10 points as well. Have you seen a rookie take to the league this far in your time in the NBA so far?
He's very unique. I said last game that he's going to be able to do, he has lofty expectations, obviously being the third pick, but again, a lot like Jarrett in that way, he has that quiet confidence about him, and he doesn't even know how good he is yet, or how good he can be, I should say. So even tonight, he only shot 8 shots, but he shot 50% from the floor, played 26 minutes, got us 8 rebounds, and was a plus 16, which was the highest on the team. So, that just goes to show you what he's capable of. And, the more opportunities he gets, the better he's going to be. So I think, it's an early sample size for him, but, we believe that Evan has some big things coming for him.
And finally, for me, Kevin, how important was it for the team and team morale to get Darius Garland back on the court tonight?
Yeah, it was huge for us, and it's funny. He was like, especially in the fourth, he wanted to be out there. I think, and we love that. He's gonna be our floor general and our leader out there. And he played 31 minutes after missing 2 games, and being here in the Mile High City, it's not easy. You got to blow it out. You got to get that second win after that first blowout there. And I thought he played well for coming back after a 2-game absence. So it's gonna be great to see him back. And have him back out here on the floor with us throughout this road trip and from here on out.
Leonardo.
Hi, Kevin. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win.
Global game, baby.
Kevin, did that situation between Rubio and Campasso help you to focus, or what were your thoughts on that situation?
Yeah, I wanted like a Royal Rumble. That guy was going to go for Jeff Green. He was checking in, so I was going to put him over the scores table. No, it was. Listen, again, we're always going to be there for our teammate. That's what those 2 guys are so competitive. I loved it personally. I know Ricky was. I didn't see the play, but upset about something that had happened towards the end of the play, and we always have our teammates back, and. For me, it's one of those things where if everybody comes out of it unscathed, it's all good. But I thought it was worth the price of admission. I probably would have not paid for the pay-per-view, but I don't know if there's an undercard for like a Jake Paul fight, maybe I would have.
Overall, how does tonight help set the tone for you guys heading into this road stretch, but I guess just continuing moving forward through the season?
Right. You always hear it's good to start the road trip off on a good note. And we showed not only through winning the game, just playing hard, playing the right way, that we're coming in this road trip with the idea to win.
And last season when you were here, we talked a lot about how you guys struggled to close fourth quarters. And not only tonight, but also going back to Atlanta as well, you guys were able to do so. What are you seeing as the biggest difference and the growth in that area?
One, just taking care of the ball. And it's a big shout out to Ricky, showing our young guards, just not telling them what to do, but just showing them a veteran move of how to close out the game.
And then your game tonight, just how you were on both ends of the floor, just all over the place and everything. But what were you just seeing as places where you could take advantage of your matchup against Jokic and being able to be so successful?
It's a tough matchup for anybody. It's the reigning MVP. So I just tried to use everything I have against them, my length, my speed, just try to make the night tough for them in any way possible. Problem?
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Jarrett.
Hi, how you doing?
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, you guys say this every time.
JB was saying how he came into the night saying that he was going to match your minutes with Jokic.
Right.
And that was your assignment. When you get that kind of responsibility, how does that sit with you?
It's well, and it's obviously it's a tough matchup. Like I said, I'm going against the reigning MVP, but it's also good knowing that he has the trust in me to kind of lead the defense in a way. He's the facilitator, he's the scorer, he does everything for that offense. So he's really putting a lot of trust in me and putting a lot of weight on my back.
What does it mean to have that?
It means a lot. It means that he's trusting me with this defense. He told me that he wants me to go out there. He challenged me to take the challenge all night, and I wanted to prove to him that I could do it.
And then for you, JB was also talking about your leadership and how that shines through.
Right.
What's your approach to leadership?
I'm not the most vocal guy when it comes to telling people what to do. That's just not my specialty. I'm just being honest. I wanted to show by example tonight. I dove on the floor a couple times, just showing people that work hard off the ball. You don't have to have the ball to do everything to help the team win.
So it's the third quarter, it's late, they tied up the game.
Right.
Campazzo and Rubio got into that dust up on the court. What did you see from the guys to finish that third quarter and then carry it?
I'll be honest, last year we probably would have crumbled in that situation. We would have had the crowd going at us. We would have had, they would have went on another run. But tonight we held our composure. We fed off the energy. Huge shout out to the bench. You saw people running on the baseline, just hyping us up. We didn't let it speed up our game when we closed it out. No problem.
Jarrett, JB was also talking about how he graded tonight as like an A, like a report card. You got an A on everything. But now that's sort of an expectation moving forward.
Absolutely.
What do you take from that? And I guess like now heading forward, knowing that you guys can play this way in like these specific items, but like as a team now, how do you just translate that forward?
Right. When you bring home an A on your report card, your parents are going to keep expecting you to bring home A's. And it's a tough thing to do, but that's something that we're going to have to show them that we can do. We show them it's possible against a very good team, defensive and offensive. So we just got to show them we can keep doing it, keep getting those A's. No problem.
Jim?
Hi, Jared. Jared, yourself and Evan there tonight, 24 rebounds in total, going up against Joker and Aaron Gordon. That's some feat.
Right. I'm super proud of Evan. He's always taking the challenge, no matter how tough it is. He's always giving it his all out there. What more can I say? What more can we ask from a rookie who's exceeding all expectations?
Last one, Chris. Sorry, I had one more.
You're good.
It seems like this organization, whether they wanted to or not, is now committed to tall ball. And it's very
Right.
different than what other teams around the NBA are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it can be successful long-term for you guys, if you do?
Right. I think for us, with our three, we have versatility at all three. You know, I'm the defensive guy. Evan is the rookie of the year going to be. I want him to be, and Lowry can shoot the hell out of the ball. You know, we have all three things that we all can do. And on the defensive end, we can guard 3 through 5. You know, we can switch. That's been our kind of our thing. We switching on our different guys. So we just have a lot of versatility that can bring us far.
Was there any moment where you were like, I don't know, not sure if this is the way to go?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, everybody like that. You know, it's like, oh, is this the best thing to do? But I mean, at the end of the day, we're proving that it's working. So I mean, going back to 2001, maybe not a bad idea at all. No problem.